Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. We're going to be talking about some breaking news because apparently Solana is set to take over Ethereum soon. Also, we have some really bullish news for both Algorand and GALA. Full disclosure, I hold Solana, Ethereum, Algo, and GALA. Uh-oh, hold on a second. I gotta check something. Something happened. What is this? Oh, God. You know what? These people are so gross. Like, so gross. Thank you so much, Mixing, for letting me know that. I just blocked the person. So basically what happened is that this is actually kind of funny. This is how deranged a lot of people are when it comes to politics. So I personally, I've got dandruff. Anyways, thank you so much, Mixing. If you see any more, just let me know. But basically what happened is I said I'm voting for whoever is pro-crypto. Don't care who it is. Why don't I care who it is? Well, that is because all of these people, all these public servants, all these of them, they're all the same. They are all cut from the same cloth. It doesn't matter. Okay. We have heard so much verbiage be regurgitated over the years. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And nobody ever does it. Okay. So it doesn't matter who you vote for. It really, 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 really doesn't, because they all want the same thing. They all want complete and utter world domination because of that ego. So I posted something with Mr. V and Mr. T. I says, how would you feel about these two running America? People lost their minds. There's a lot of good comments, but there's a couple people lost their minds. And then I had posted something about Mr. T talking about he's not going to push through a CBDC, and he's making that promise to the American people. People absolutely lost their minds, and they are associating me posting that. And I'm going to show you guys a post, because this is just going to show you how deranged some people are. And this is absolutely insane. So, well, first and foremost, Lo wanted me to tell everybody this morning to have a great day and don't be a booty head. So everybody, don't be a booty head today. Words from a 7-year-old. And then down over here, I posted this. Okay. I said, wow, Mr. T is spot on with the CBDC. If he follows through, I'll be shocked because the powers that be won't let him. So now I'm getting a multitude of horrible posts, a bunch of trolls underneath my comments saying horrible things because they're assuming that I'm voting for him because I'm posting these things. Guess what? If Mr. T is able to stop a CBDC, I'm voting for him. Why, may you ask? Well, let's talk about that. So we have one particular side. I'm not even going to go through sides because it doesn't matter. We have some people currently in office that are very anti-crypto. They're not only anti-crypto, but they're spreading lies, a lot of misinformation. And that's a problem because these people have such a large platform. So it's okay to disagree with something. It's okay to say, hey, I don't like crypto because, I think it does X, Y, and Z. But when you have hard facts, when you can actually see the data indicating that it does not actually do this, or it is a very small percentage, but you don't retract what you say, that's a problem for me. It's also a problem for me when you work on helping banks do specific things and you say you're for the people, because we all know the banks are not for the people. Okay. They're not in any way, shape, or form. And if you disagree with me, try to start a small business, go to your local bank and ask for a loan. You won't get it. I guarantee you will not get it. Okay. So that's a problem for me. Okay. And again, I call out another particular site too, because we have a lot of people on the financial committee that are bashing Gary Gensler. And the reason why they're doing it is because they are, it's election season and there has been nothing done by Congress to stop what he's doing. So again, I'm voting for whoever is pro-crypto and anti-CBDC. Regardless, we're going to get that CBDC. I highly doubt whoever is in office, whether it's Mr. B, it's Mr. T, it's your mom, I don't care who it is. Do you really think they're going to stop a CBDC? Do you really think it is? And also, too, people that are like, okay, I don't like him because of X, Y, and Z, but then they're going to vote for somebody else out of spite that is going to push through a CBDC. Do you understand what that means? Do you understand that that person that's going to be pushing through that CBDC is going to track every single thing you do? You are going to be, we're all going to be financially included. You know, it's all about inclusion, okay? And what that means when public servants say inclusion or included, they want you all here. They want you all to be in poverty. They want you all to continue to work and pay taxes because that funds their salary. And I don't care, like this whole deficit that we have in America, it's not just one person that was in power that did it, okay? It goes back decades and years and years and years, and it doesn't just shoot up overnight. It is a long time period that this happens, okay? So it's everybody. It's everybody that has served in office's problem, okay? But to me, it's absolutely wild that that this current administration is focusing on ticket price or hidden fees and all that kind of stuff, but we're not focused on the real estate market. We're not focused on making housing affordable and stopping big corporations like BlackRock coming and buying these properties and other corporations too. We're not concerned with that. Okay. We want to save people $11 from one purchase, but we don't want to save people thousands a month or years with being able to purchase a home. We don't care about that, right? So there's a lot of problems that I have because realistically, let's say, and I want to give you an example, okay? Let's say you vote for somebody who's pro CBDC, but women's rights, okay? What that CBDC is going to do is it's going to track every single thing that woman does with her body, every single thing her children do, every single thing her partner does, whatever it is, okay? So you're not only going to be tracked, but that's all going to be tracked and stuck into a database that is centralized that people can see. And please don't come to me and tell me, well, Wendy, you know what? You know, it's going to be safe. I trust them. Our banks have security issues all the time. Look what just happened to the SEC. The SEC created a brand new law to improve or enforce cybersecurity, and they had a failure. They had a point of failure. Mr. Cooper's database got compromised, and they didn't let us know until months later, okay? So if you're okay with the CBDC, you're in the wrong place, baby. You are in the wrong place. Because a CBDC is going to be detrimental for everyone. Let's say you make a mistake as a kid. Let's face it, kids make mistakes, especially teenagers. I made a bunch of dumb mistakes, and I bet you all of you watching can think of at least one time you made a mistake. Could you imagine if that is tracked for the rest of your life? Because right now they're able to expunge records and they're able to do all different types of things. That's not going to be possible with that CBDC. So I really want you to take a step and think about that. It could be a parking ticket. It could be that you were a goofball or you did something stupid because kids do. But hey. Anyways, and also too, like people are saying, well, he did X, Y, and Z. Cool. So did this person. They're all terrible. You'd have to vote for the person that's best for you. I want to vote for somebody who's going to help me get as much money as possible. Because again, when I get as much money as possible, I'm able to give back to my community, take care of my kids, and educate other people. And I am pro people getting money from the hood to the hills. Is what it is. Anyways. We have 200 people watching here. I appreciate you guys. We're going to get into the mood. Get into the mood and the news. Booty head. You can't stop it. Stop it here. Euro's the same. I know we can't stop it, but I'm going to vote for the best one. Gala music is where is that? Yes, I have been running yeah, we'll talk about that a bit. Also too at the top over here, we got a poll. Are you holding Gala? 39% said yes, 47% said no, and blueberry waffles with whipped cream, because who doesn't want that? So we'll talk about Gala in a little bit. I know 2030, the CBDC will come 100%. Just please let me be a little bit delulu here. Yeah, equal opportunity money getters. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I want to see all my people get money. If you are out here and you are a decent human being, I want to see you get money. I want to see you get as much money as possible. But guess what? When you get that money, I'm also going to expect you to give back. I'm going to expect you to give back financially to your community, emotionally, mentally, and physically. You need to give back in one of those aspects, okay? Because you can't just get it and keep it moving. You have to give back. And I don't care if that's just a $50 auto pay donation to your favorite local nonprofit. Don't care if it's that. I just want you to get money so you can give back. That's it. All right, let's go ahead and get back into it. Okay. Hold up. Okay. First off, let's take a look at the current crypto market cap. And for some reason, the Hex community, or excuse me, the Hex ecosystem keeps doing numbers. keeps doing numbers. So I'm very, very happy for them about that. So shout out to the Hexicans. Absolutely shout out to the Hexicans. Oopsie. Hold on. I got to mark some stuff on my list that I did. Bonk is down. Blur is down. Your mom is down. I'm trying to get down this weekend. All right. Taking a look at trading view. Let's take a look at Mrs. Bitcoin and your mom and all that stuff. The stuffy stuff. Okay, go to super charts, Wendy. You got this. You got this, crazy lady. Okay, so this is what's going on with Bitcoin. This is the weekly chart. The weekly chart. Also, if you want to know where I'm trading, I'm currently trading on Femex. So if you would like to trade with me there, not your keys, not your coins, and read the terms of services, you're more than welcome to do that. Okay, so we got that there. Also, too, if you would like to learn more about trading, you can join Alpha U, great group of guys, crypto OGs. These guys can walk you through, they can teach you, they can help you do all these types of things. But please understand, crypto is volatile and this channel is for entertainment. We just vibe over here. We vibe and we run our mouths. Anyways, this is Bitcoin. This is the weekly chart. This is a very ugly candle. This right here is a very, very ugly candle. Wendy, why is that an ugly candle? Well, baby, I will explain to you. So we had a swing wick high close to $44,000. And then we opened here at 41.7. And then we're currently trading right above the EMA 9 at 41.2. What does that mean? Well, that simply means that the buyers are not strong enough and they're falling back here. So the sellers are pushing price down. The fact that the EMA 9 is like flat like this, we don't like that. You know, we want to see her up. We want to see her running. However, the structure is bullish overall. And it might be like a really nice place for a pullback at 37,000. That's where the EMA 21 is. And that's why we had kind of these lines here, EMA 21 and EMA 30. And as time goes on, those change. Also, too, we've been talking about this quite heavily. If you take a look at the weekly market cipher, MACD is getting ready to bear cross and head down. We look a little bit toppish here, and it's also coinciding with the heavy area of resistance of 44.2. Taking a look at the daily chart. Daily chart also looks like hot trash right now, okay? And it's looking like we're going to break down to this level and hopefully consolidate between 38.8 and about $35,000 where we have the support box. Now taking a look at the 12 hour, she's going down. Taking a look at the 6 hour, bear cross on MACD. I don't know what's going on with my market cipher. Yeah, we're heading down. So what is my plan? Well, I'm just going to chill. Yeah, 4 hours is going to break down as well. So what is my plan? Well, right now my plan is really just to kind of chill. I haven't been so we've been dabbling in meme coins. We've been buying absolute trash on Solana, absolute trash on Matic Polygon. And I'm not going to tell you what coins it is, because by the time I tell you and some of you watch this, you'll get in and you'll get absolutely wrecked. And to me, that's not really responsible behavior, so we won't do that. But what I will tell you is a lot of the money from Solana is starting to flow to Matic Polygon, so I would start experimenting there if that's something you're interested in. However, a lot of these meme coins will go to zero. A lot of these meme coins are straight pump and dumps. A lot of these meme coins are, you're basically, it's worse than playing, well, no, it's actually the same as buying a scratcher and the lottery ticket. You're just going to lose your money in most cases if you're not fast. So with that being said, I support what you do, but if you want to lose money, you'll trade meme coins. However, a safer option would be potentially looking into Bitcoin, maybe dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, those types of things, you know? But again, do what works for you. Whatever you do, I support you just as long as you can take accountability for your own actions. Love you. Okay. But we bought some hot trash last night. It was fun. Okay, so let's talk about some memes. Franklin Templeton, and they posted this about Solana. And shout out to Josh, to Rager. He's epic. But Franklin Templeton, you know, it's a bunch of old TradFi folks or nerdy TradFi folks. But anyways, on Solana, we see Anatoly's vision of a single atomic state machine as a powerful use case of decentralized block trades, lowering information asymmetry, and we are impressed with the activity seen on Solana Q4 2023. Deepin, DeFi, meme coins, NFT innovation, and Fire Dancer. The fact that Franklin Templeton said meme coins, what are you doing, Grandpa? What are you doing? That's not really innovation. That's I guess that's part of decentralized blockchains. So basically you're cool gambling. That's how I read it. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. But this is from Franklin Templeton. So that's kind of crazy that they're shilling Solana. I mean, how many followers do they have here? They have 126. How much AUM does Franklin Templeton manage? Let's go ahead and take a look at that really quick. AMU Franklin Templeton. All right, Franklin Templeton manages $1.53 trillion. That's their AM or AUM. If you don't know what AUM means, that's okay. I didn't used to know what it meant until I started doing the show, assets under management. So we have a $1.5 trillion company that is shilling Solana, that is shilling altcoins, that is essentially promoting meme coins. What? Okay, what? And that's real life, you guys. That's happening. Let's go ahead and take a look at Solana since we're here. Why not? Okay. Go ahead and move this over here so I don't get distracted, because I always get distracted because we got that ADHD. Shout out ADHD gang. Now Solana's dumping. No, Solana, why? Well, let's take a look and see what she's doing. Why? All right, so we did this. We broke out of our descending wedgie thingy, descending wedgie. We retested 103 and now we're dropping. Currently trading here up top of the EMA 9, but honestly, I think we might get another bounce back down to about $86. Overall, we've kind of been ranging, like this is a nice range for Solana. So where should you buy Solana if you want to fill your bags? Well, that's your business. I'm not telling you what to do, but I would just pull my fibs and I would probably do that. That's just my business though. But you do what works for you, and you can definitely do this on Femex or whatever exchange you want to use. And this is the Bitcoin ETF on Valkyrie. Dump. Once this thing bottoms out, I'll probably buy some if I get a tax benefit. Anyways. All right, now Franklin Templeton. Ordinals and Layer 2 solutions on Bitcoin shouldn't be ignored. These are vital to solving Bitcoin's economic security problems and increasing Bitcoin's utility as SOV. I always have to like Obama Sonic Inu 10 yourmom.com because it's ridiculous. But this is insane. This is absolutely insane to see this giant go completely crazy, like talking about Bitcoin. But then again, what does that mean? Well, we have a story that we're going to cover that might just ruffle your undies a bit, because it ruffled mine. Next over here, you are unsure how to feel about Laser Eye Ben. Just think instead of Ben with hat. He is quoting a meme coin. Okay, he is quoting a meme coin, or she. The fact that they're doing this is absolutely hilarious. So I hope when the SEC like goes after everyone, they go after Franklin Templeton too, because it's literally the same stuff a lot of us talk about in crypto. So this is funny. Like, this is hilarious. This is ridiculous. Like, oof, baby, oof. It's just a ghetto mess. But anyways, dog with hat. I don't have any of that. All right, now another one from Templeton. We're excited about Ethereum and its ecosystem. Despite the midlife crisis it's recently experienced, we see a bright future with many strong tailwinds to push Ethereum ecosystem forward. EIP 4844, Alt DA, community revitalization, and restaking. Value Time said, my wife needs a boyfriend. I can concur with that. I got to give it to them. I got to give it to them. 10/10 marketing. I approve. I'm very good at marketing, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. So they're talking about Ethereum. Let's go ahead and take a look at our Ethereum price chart, babies. See what's going on with her, because, since Franklin Templeton's shilling Ethereum, I mean, we should be able to shill Ethereum too, right? Right? That's okay, right? All right, so this is Mrs. Ethereum right now. She's dumping. She's going down. So she's probably, what's going to end up happening, we're probably going to back test this area here at 2384. If we lose that, we are absolutely effed. I really want $10,000 Ethereum. I really want to make that $10 million this year. I really want to retire. I do. Well, I'm not going to retire. I'm still going to do this. But anyways, so this is from This is from Being in Crypto. Solana meme coin dog with hat hits all-time high, breaking ahead Binance and KuCoin listing. So shout out to everybody who is in dog with hat. Let's go ahead and talk about this a little bit. That was a project that Franklin Templeton shilled 1.5 AUM. trillion. So apparently it's going to be listed on KuCoin today, and it's up 20% in the past 24 hours. Normally I would chart this, but because this is a meme coin, a little bit risky. What's basically going to happen with this, because this is the listing pump. So if you're brand new to the channel, you're brand new to crypto, this is your first cycle, or even if you need a refresher, I got you, I'm here. So basically what we call a listing pump is when a particular crypto asset gets listed on a crypto exchange and the community gets really excited, so price pumps. And then it ends up retracing a little bit after that, because we're not fully in that we're not in that insane bull market. We're in the very early stages. So just be careful. I wouldn't buy on the listing. Me personally, I would take a step back, but again, do what works for you. Okay. I'm going to check my my thingy over here. 316 watching. Thank you guys so much for being with me. We only have 115 likes. Let's get 269 likes. Shout out to Callie. I mean, we're not on Tiki Tacky because they banned me. How's your culo doing? That might have been what we got in. I don't know. Anyways, let's get back into it because why not? All right. Now let's talk about Algorand. I have a bag of Algorand. So Algorand's blockchain implements dynamic lambda update, reducing block creation times. Oh my word. Oh my. What the heck does this even mean? Well, let's read about it. So they deployed its latest update, dynamic lambda, and it reduces the block creation times, which offers enhanced throughput and network performance. It has cut average block times down nearly 20%, bringing them below the 3-second mark. This beats Ethereum block times by 20%. So basically right here, this is indicating that just the network is moving faster and it's faster, easier to process transactions, and probably a little bit more affordable to do that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the chart. Why not? I mean, yes, I want to pump my own bags because I got a bag of algo. Stay mad about it. No, just kidding, guys. No, I do disclose to you when we do, when we're partnered with people or we do, or we're invested with stuff. Why? Because I think that that's a fair, right thing to do. So this is Algo. She had a nice run all the way up to about 25 cents, but you know, this is a very bearish structure here. Hopefully when we tap onto the 17-cent mark, we hold and we stay there. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but it looks like she's going to continue to dump. And remember when we talked about Bitcoin, if Bitcoin continues to dump, then we will in fact also dump as well. So this is the chart. I apologize that I forgot to switch screens. This is the EMA 100, EMA 200. We are below the EMA 30, 21, and 9. This is very bearish unless we're able to actually reclaim above 19 cents over here as bearish to me. Okay, so there you go. There you go. All right, now let's take a look at our next story over here. So this is from Mr. Bitbender, Mr. Gala. But it said, check out some amazing team members joining us to drive the music revolution, the Go Gala music. So let's talk about that really quick. So as most of you know, we were partnered with Gala in the past. Amazing. And before that, I was an investor in Gala. And I run 3 founders nodes and I run 3 music nodes. And a lot of people during like the nasty times of the bear market, they're like, Wendy, are you going to still be invested in Gala because of the lawsuit? And I says, you know, do it works for you. But there's a couple lawsuits, like some things happening. And I said, for me, because they're moon bags, I don't mind holding on to it. Now, why? So I have a moon bag at Gala, plus I do the 3 founders nodes to power the gaming ecosystem and 3 music nodes for the music ecosystem, because I really do believe music NFTs are where it is. Now let's talk about why I decided to hold and what a moon bag is. So a moon bag is when you're up, you remove your initial investment and some profit. So whatever you, and of course enough to pay your taxes, but whatever you own free and clear, it's called a moon bag. That means you have 0 risk. So if it goes to 0, that sucks. But at the same time, you're not really losing anything. It's like house money. And if it moons again, that means it's like a bank account, a savings account. So you could just keep pulling that money out. That's what I do. Do what works for you. And it could be, it just basically whatever you have over is free and clear. There's not a specific amount. So that's why with me, I took that chance with Gala and I just held on because there was no need for me to remove myself from that ecosystem because I'm fine. You know, there's no risk associated with me. And plus two, I'm very, 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 very strong. My hill is with music NFTs because that over there, there's so many music men that work so hard and just got completely screwed by the music industry, by the record labels and all kinds of stuff. Like D's got so many stories about that. Like he and I have been friends for so long. And I just remember being like a young kid out in Hollywood. And he's like, well, not a young kid. I was like 19, 18 when he and I first became friends. But he just told me about all the horrible things that had happened in the industry, like things that happened to the Ramones, things that happened to his bands, things that he was told by record labels. And I'm like, you know what? And then on top of it, like my aunt, she's a guitar guitar player and an artist. My grandpa was a jazz drummer. Like I dated all kinds of musicians in the past. Well, not all kinds, but I used to hang out. A lot of my friends are musicians and I dated a couple. So it's like, I knew what a lot of these guys went through. And it's like, if you have a big enough following and you launch an NFT project for your music, then that's going to help you monetarily and you don't need a record label. So, and especially the games too, games have the use case. That's also why we partner with Shrapnel, because I do believe in the gaming aspect of NFTs. Because with Shrapnel, you get to actually own your in-game items. You get to help with the game development. You get to really be a part of the game. But at the end of the day, you get to own your items. So if something happens with your account, like let's say your Steam account or whatever, you're fine. You know, you still get to own those in-game items, and that's why we partnered with them. Because I really, really believe NFTs are going to help the current landscape of the entertainment industry, and gaming is part of the entertainment industry. Okay? I think it's important. And I understand a lot of issues with NFTs now because they're really we're still kind of in beta, but I really believe in the next couple of years, we're going to see a lot of great things happening. That's just my opinion. That's my business. That's my opinion. Okay. Anyways, shout out to Gala, and let's go ahead and cover who they hired. Who's working with them? Because we love to see it. Pump my bags, baby. Woo. Woo. Just kidding. I know I'm a nerdy. Okay. So they introduced their new leadership team. Layla Steinberg, the president, she worked management for Tupac, nicest person in the world, one of the nicest people in the world. And she's just an outstanding person. I got the pleasure to meet her, and amazing person, been in the industry a long time, understands how it works. And that's the key here, is having people on your team who actually have real life experience in those horrible industries. They're like, you know what? I saw this, and this, and we can use NFTs to fix this. So this is the correct person for the job. She will be able to really, really help Gala Music do what they are intended to do, in my personal opinion, okay? She also founded Aim for the Heart, which is a nonprofit empowering at-risk youth through emotional literacy training. This I love. I F with people so hard who give back to the community, who give back to our kids. Because as most of you know, I rock with the Self-Care Lab. And if you've been watching the channel enough, you know all of the cool things we were able to do for them and help them. And you know what? At the end of the day, if you're not giving back to, that's why I yell at you guys so much. If you are not giving back to your local communities after you've done okay in life, we need to rethink. Okay, so I rock with her for that. Next is Ryan Rodriguez, VP, worked in music management for years, worked with Mike Willett Made It, Ray Schmurder, ooh, I like him, Keisha Cole, I love her too. His clients produce multi-platinum and Grammy Award-winning nominated records for Beyonce, Kendrick Lamar, Chris Brown, and more. Tim Hendron, head of AR, worked with Macy Gray and Usher. Crystal Anderson, head of marketing, worked on campaigns for music festivals like Coachella. To me, the star here is Miss Leah, is her. Why? Well, not only was she management for Tupac, so she's from the 90s, she's from the old school, but she has a nonprofit. And it was such a humbling experience, and I'm so grateful that I got to meet her in real life, and I got to hear a little bit about some of the work that she does with these kids, because I rock with people who give back. Because if you don't give back, to me, that's a red flag. I don't care if I'm dating you. I don't care if I'm in the same bed with you. I don't care if you're family. I don't care if we're friends. I don't care if we're business partners. If you do not give back, I don't rock with you, is what it is. I'm very, 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 very blunt here. And that's why I rock with Karate Combat. They gave back to my babies. That's why. Anyways. Check out Havana. Hey, Mad Mike. He says, check out Havana Metal covered by Anchor. Send me a link. Send me a link. We've reviewed Gari Network before. Gari Network is the Indian version of TikTok. And shout out to the Indian community. Woo! All right. dydx tops Uniswap as largest DEX by volume. So if you need a good DEX, go to dydx. Go to dydx. I'm not on there, but people say good things about it. I don't know. Do your due diligence. Anyways, they surpassed one of Uniswap's markets to become the largest DEX by trading volume, and that's because Uniswap is being a little bit shady, and they're probably going to end up becoming a centralized exchange soon. They saw 757 million volume over a 24-hour period, topping Uniswap V3, which had 608. And they recently migrated from Ethereum to Cosmos. That's interesting. And also, too, Michael, DGenBoy, sent me some stuff. Cosmos is doing inscriptions, so pay attention to that. Pay attention to the Cosmos ecosystem. At the time, dydx volume V3 market was third place with around 567 million, and Polygon-based Kind Protocol was fourth with 361 million. Shout out to Polygon-matic because I got a fat bag. But I would honestly pay attention to the Cosmos ecosystem, and you might want to pay attention to dydx. I believe they have a token as well, but that's your business. Also, too, I am 100% invested in. I'm invested in killer whales. Well, I was on the damn show. I'm right here. But I did buy Hello. So just so you all know. And I want to talk to you about a couple things that we are doing here because it's very, 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 very important. I think I'm going to be on a billboard. Crazy, huh? So anyways, they have their Hello TV. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead, take a look at that. But you need the token to participate. If not, you can catch us on some streaming platforms. I don't know if I can say what streaming platforms because I sign all these paperworks and contracts for NDAs, but then I forget what I sign and I forget what I'm not supposed to talk about, what I'm supposed to talk about. So I just don't say anything. Anyways, so they're gonna start distribution with Web3 Premiere, and it's gonna launch on Hello Labs streaming platform, Hello TV. On February 8th, you can purchase episodes using the Hello token. Series will run for 5 consecutive weeks with a new episode premiering each week. I am at 4 out of 5 of those episodes. And then Killer Whales will be available on mainstream streaming platforms. Platforms will be revealed gradually in waves leading up to the release. Yeah. So I know what platforms we're on, but I can't tell you. But anyways, I bought a bag. So whatever. And I think we're going to be on a billboard. I don't know. It'll be fun though. And shout out to Sander. Sander is such a really, really nice young man. We like Sander. He's great. But anyways, I think I'm going to be on a billboard, which is going to be weird. It's going to be in LA, I think. I might be. I don't know. I have to see. But anyways, if I am on the billboard, if that does go on the billboard, I'm going to take low. We're going to go down. It was so funny. Like today, when the car, she was so ridiculous. I was like, baby, this is a funny story so you guys have to hear. I was like, baby, mommy's going to be on a billboard. And she goes, what's a billboard? So I had to explain it to her. And then she goes, okay, can you turn the music up? Because we were listening to Blackpink. So I'm not cool, okay? I am not cool. I am not cool. I am not fantastic. I am just boring, okay? My daughter thinks I'm the biggest nerd in the world, which is fine by me because I'm her mommy. All right, let's talk about Coinbase. So let's talk about this. And remember, we did a video on Coinbase yesterday. And also to you guys, I might be partnering with Coinbase and they're going to give me a ref link. So that'll be cool. So yeah, that'll be fun. Woo, money. All the money we make from ref links actually goes to payroll, and that's how we keep the channel and everybody going. And the money I make from monetization goes to pay my mortgage so I don't lose my damn house. All right, so Coinbase argues stocks Terraform Labs and Howie and 5-hour SEC face-off. God, who would want to look at the SEC for that long? Anyways. All right, so basically here is the key points here. The hearing overview. SEC versus Coinbase hearing on a dismissing the lawsuit and discuss key crypto industry regulations. Basically, the SEC is going after Coinbase and saying, hey, you are selling unregistered securities. Here's 13 of them. Coinbase said, no, these are not securities because you don't have any regulatory framework to indicate otherwise. And then why did you let us go public? Why did you let us go public in 2021 under the current business model, which we still have the same current business model? And then why did you let us go public? But now you want to sue us? 1 + 1 = 69 here. Okay. That's what the problem is. So then they talked about the Howing test. The judge questions SEC on applying Howie to test digital tokens, and the SEC sees token buyers as investment networks. Coinbase disagrees. I agree with Coinbase. The reason why these are not investing in networks is, well, this is the thing. It's very different because a lot of times these tokens help power the networks, especially if you're staking this stuff. And we're going to talk about, we'll talk about Ripple in a minute. So hold up. And then they talked about Howie. We're going to talk then now Terraform Lab comparison. SEC argues cases are similar. Coinbase disagrees. Emphasis on differences like no secondary market transactions in Terraform. So with Terraform, Terra Luna, number one, they were promising money back. Number two, it was all done within the network, within the same system. Oh. Gamer, it's okay. The strap, so okay, let me tell you something about this shirt. So this shirt is from the thrift store and it's a size medium. I normally wear small, so it's a little bit big. But the thing with the shirt is like, because we have this side over here, so we're okay. But thank you. Okay, there we go. We'll see. Anyways, the strap will probably fall down again because I'm a ghetto mess. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. No freebies. All right. So investment contract requirements. Coinbase highlights legal requirements for investment contracts, stresses utility of tokens, not just profit. Now let's talk about the secondary transactions, okay? Ripple. That's why I was going so hard in supporting Ripple, because Ripple was fighting for the entire industry. Thank you, gamer. You're awesome. But, you know, Ripple was fighting for the entire industry. So you don't have to like Ripple. You don't have to like their tokenomics. You don't have to like them dumping on the market or whatever the hell they're doing. I don't know. I don't have a lot of Ripple. But at the same time, and again, I do believe it is a centralized banker project, but that's okay. I appreciate and can respect what they did for the entire industry. So, discussion on stocks versus crypto tokens. Coinbase argues blind trades on its platform are not an investment agreement. The reason why it's not is because Coinbase is not promising any returns. And in addition to that, XRP was ruled not to be a security sold on the secondary market. So these other crypto assets are being sold on the secondary market. I believe if the SEC was launching, I believe if Coinbase was launching like an IEO or an IDO or selling selling ICOs, like promoting those, then yeah, but they're not doing that. And I think the court system is getting really tired of the SEC because all the SEC seems to do is just attack these companies without any type of regulation. And that's how, remember earlier in the year, we were about a week ago, we were talking about the IRS new law that all crypto businesses need to report, I think within 3 days, when they receive a transaction over $10,000. So that could even be from moving money from a centralized exchange to your wallet or whatever it is, but they actually had to delay that requirement because there's no regulation put in place to support this. So you see, they're wasting all this money on all of this, all of this compliance, but they don't even have basic regulation put in place to tell people what to do and what is a security and what isn't security or all these problems. So it's, again, they're just wasting taxpayer time and money. It's stupid, but whatever, go off. All right. Shout out to Jake. We covered this yesterday. I did on the show yesterday. I covered it on the second thing. I basically said, imagine being a criminal for having a side hustle on eBay to pay for increasing costs of living and paying taxes on that additional income. So to me, like the SEC is basically going around now and saying everything is a security. Why is this dangerous? Even if you hate crypto, why is this ideology dangerous? Well, do you buy secondary goods on eBay? Do you buy from like Etsy? Do you buy from Amazon? Like that could all be perceived as a security now. It is what it is. Okay. Like me personally, I was an eBay seller for a very long time. Can you imagine? And what I would do, I would buy used clothing, vintage designer goods at thrift stores and resell it. Could you imagine having because a lot of us have to have like multiple side hustles to pay our bills now. Could you imagine finally finding a side hustle so you can feed your family, you don't have to worry about things anymore, and then the government's like, no, you can't do that, that's a security, and then you go back to poverty? That's what they're trying to do, and they're trying to do it with crypto, and it's not okay. GFY 346. I need 326 likes. Yeah, low, don't get it. This is a ding. I don't know what that means, but love you. Good morning, Raider. Raider just woke up from his beauty sleep because he was sleeping because he was tired because he was I won't say it. Anyways, Gemini approves to operate in France. Will debut in weeks. Nice. Shout out to Gemini. I use them. All right. So, anyways, they received the approval to operate in France as a digital asset service provider, and they should be available to use in the coming weeks. Also, too, Gemini is facing a lawsuit by the SEC. The NYAG office also filed suit against Gemini, and both suits concern the EARN program. The EARN program was very similar to like what Celsius and Voyager and BlockFi, Binance, KuCoin, every single exchange offers staking services. Okay, it just some of them ended up blowing up, which sucked. But basically, what happened with that, it was, they got caught in the whole crypto contagion thing. So they're going after them and suing them, which they really shouldn't get mad at Gemini because it was an external program. It was very clear to that. I was participating in that platform too, but after the whole Terra Luna thing, I just moved all my stuff out and I told y'all to do the same thing too. But anyways, the SEC's stupid. If they would have put laws into place, we wouldn't have this happen. Binance Academy to integrate blockchain education into over 200 universities. Wow, Binance is such a horrible company. It's ran by scammers. They're awful. They don't do anything good at all. Anything at all. So it basically started working with Blockchain Center, which is an independent nonprofit organization, and they plan to integrate blockchain education into the global school curriculum. Over 200 universities in 50 countries will begin to offer blockchain-based courses. The initiative plans to have educated at least 1 million students in blockchain engineering and compliance by 2026. The course is basically going to be a blockchain engineering program that's 20 weeks, and it covers Web3, DLT, distributed ledger technology, Solidity development, chain fundamentals, and there's also a 13-week compliance program that explores cross points of blockchain and regulation. So again, everyone at Binance are a bunch of scammers. They don't educate their people. They don't protect. All they do is launder money and facilitate illicit transactions, and they provide no education in any way, shape, or form. None at all. None at all. Yeah. I'm joking. No, Binance has done a lot of good, but again, they're not perfect. But again, this is why we talk about, this is how we talk about giving back. Binance made a lot of money and now they're giving back to their local communities. Stablecoins most preferred crypto for illicit transactions 2023. Chain Analysis notes that in 2022 and 23, stablecoins saw the most volume among illicit transactions. Well, let's break this down and talk about it because this is a great topic here. I thought it was Bitcoin. I thought it was crypto assets, Miss Warren. Right? Right? Okay. So it highlights that between 2018 and 2021, Bitcoin dominated as the crypto of choice. Stables accounted for most illicit transactions in 2022 and 2023. The change comes alongside the growth in the overall industry around stables and legitimate transactions. Most of the amount is driven by crypto services sanctioned by OFAC, which continue to operate out locations where sanctions are not in place. So let's talk about this a little bit, okay? And also, too, just so you know, crypto crime amounted to over $224 billion in 2023 for illicit. Okay, well, this is important to note, okay? In the same Chain Analysis report, they revealed that over $24 billion worth of crypto was received by illicit addresses in 2023. Okay, I'll come back to that. That was 0.34% of all transaction volume, 40% less than 2022. Let's talk about that a bit. Okay. So first off, with stablecoins, you can stop transactions. They're centralized. Tether's completely centralized. You can stop those transactions. Okay. Tether's been known to do that in the past. Next, the public servant said that it was Bitcoin that was doing the illicit transactions. Also, in addition to that, like, we don't know how many transactions or how many illicit transactions were done with cash because you can't track cash. But also, too, just because an illicit transaction received crypto doesn't mean that was for an illicit transaction, okay? Like, for example, I'm going to tell you, I was one of the people that was airdropped like 0.0001 ETH from Tornado Cash. So the wendyO.eth, we reported it to OFAC. Shout out to Jeremy Hogan for helping me with that. But we reported it to OFAC and said, hey, somebody just airdropped us this. This shouldn't be illicit address, but I'm pretty sure that address is considered an illicit address. You see how that works? They're not digging deep enough to it. This is just kind of like a random, and yeah, I'm wearing sweatpants. Oof. And now this is just like a random thing that we're seeing. So I think it's dumb. I think it's stupid. But go off. Go ahead and go off, please, with your illicit BS. You booty heads. Okay. Talked about that. Okay, so TrueUSD deploys new reserve audit system in attempt to recover dollar peg. I don't use this. Basically, on January 15th, TUSD lost its dollar peg, and this is associated with Mr. Justin's son. It fell to 98 cents. The peg came as traders sold over 339 million in TUSD on Binance in 24 hours, and this led to an outflow of 42.3 million. So basically, they have deployed daily attestation services from an accounting firm as it struggles to recover the peg. I love the word peg. They upgraded its flat reserve audit system. Accounting firm will provide daily attestations of the stablecoin's flat reserves in addition to current provider. And the side note is that reports say TUSD was struggling to post real-time ascensions of its reserves on January 10th. I never use TUSD. I don't care about TUSD, but really the 98 cents depeg is not that bad. When I first read this, I thought it was like a 50 cent depeg, but it's not that bad. Tether fluctuates between like 98 and 102. That's just what stablecoins do. Anyways. All right. So this is from Mr. Kaiyang Yu. I hope I said your name correctly. I apologize if I didn't. But anyways, and OKX, they drive me cuckoo sometimes. But anyways, they're giving a 40% APY in USDC. And Kai said, this might be, there might be fees from leveraging long positions, but I've never seen such a high APY before. Luna Anchor had 20% APY and the highest APY in Binance ever seen was 15%. So he came out down here and he says it seems that APY spikes when the manipulators are working hard. Yikes. Okay. So I don't use OKX, but honestly, that's not good. That's not good. So basically it's fluctuating and it's changing, but be really careful with this, you guys. Like, be really, really careful. Don't, these numbers, just because they're promising, like the higher yield they're promising, the more risky it is. And that's why so many of us got duped with so many of those other exchanges back in 2022, because they're only offering like 8% or 10%, which wasn't high compared to Anchor, Terra Luna. Okay. So to me, it's just wild. So be careful. Like that's kind of scary. I feel like OKX is legitimate, but that's scary. So I probably would avoid that. But you do what works for you, baby. You do what works for you. Okay. Next. I'm not going to play. We covered this in the beginning. I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get hit with anything. But basically, this is Mr. T. And he basically says he will never allow a creation of a CBDC. And I rock with that. Also, too, BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF hits 1 billion assets under management in 1 week. IBIT's holdings consist of 99% Bitcoin and $60,000 in fiat, which is stupid. That's like, why even? That's just dumb. But anyways, yeah, the first of the ETF providers to hit the milestone. And very interesting thing. Oh, I think it was, yeah. It was a rumor that, okay, so what it was somebody had posted something and it was basically a rumor that BlackRock was looking to hire Bitcoin core developers. I don't know if it was real or not because the post was deleted. I wouldn't be surprised though. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Ooh, I'm hungry now. I actually want a nap. Yeah, just replace Kulo. Yeah, Raider is he is a Kulo eater. I'm just kidding. Anyways, just so you guys know, right now, that jobless claims tumbled to the lowest level since 2022. The number of Americans filing for unemployment benefits last week fell to the lowest level in 16 months. Number of Americans who are consecutively receiving unemployment benefits is also decreasing. I don't believe it in any way, shape, or form. I don't. Anyways, on that note, I gotta go because I got some content to make and I gotta run some errands and I gotta eat because I'm hungry. But thank you guys for being with me, and I'm probably gonna take a little nappy nap because I'm getting tired. But thank you guys so much. Please go do something nice for somebody today. And don't be a booty head. Let's focus on not being a booty head. Sending y'all love and light. Bye-bye.